It's pretty hard to believe that we're getting close to the end of 2025. As the seasons change, so do the targets that are available in the night sky. And tonight I'm going to be imaging a new nebula target. I got a head start on some new data last week, and tonight I'll be adding additional data to the project. So come along for another astrophotography imaging session as I continue to photograph the Iris Nebula. My name is Kwesi Akwa, and welcome to the Astro Park. New General Catalog 7023, or the Iris Nebula, is a reflection nebula located in the constellation of Cepheus at a distance of 1,300 light years away from Earth. Discovered by William Herschel on October 18, 1794, the Iris Nebula has a diameter of 6 light years across and gets its name for its resemblance to the iris flower. The Iris Nebula is illuminated by the hot blue massive star SAO 19158. The star lights up the surrounding particles of dust that are 10 to 100 times smaller than dust particles on Earth. These particles diffuse the star's glare, producing the image of a nebula that glows in bluish light. The nebula's central star has the stellar classification B2VE and a surface temperature of about 17,000 Kelvin. It has a mass that's 10 times that of our own Sun. So for this imaging session, I'll be using my Orion Eon 104 EDX2 Triplet Apochromatic Refractor telescope. And for imaging, I'll be using my trusty one-shot color CMOS camera, the ZWO ASI 2600 MC Pro. And this will all be mounted on top of the Orion Atlas Pro AZ EQG. And to help minimize the light pollution, as well as maintain the natural colors, I'll be using the Optolong L-Quad Enhance broadband light pollution filter. So, with all that being said, let's head outside, take a walk in the park, and get everything set up for tonight's imaging session of the Iris Nebula. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've completed my setup procedures for my equipment. I'm inside of APT, and my imaging session for the Iris Nebula is now underway. So if you follow my cursor here, you can see the central star in the center of the image, and you should be able to see somewhat of a faint glow. So that glow is the actual location of the Iris Nebula. And the nebula is basically reflecting the light that's emitted from that star, which gives the nebula its bluish color. And after looking at some photos from different photographers, surrounding the Iris Nebula in this region here is a series of absorption or dark nebulae. And the constellation of Cepheus is a region that has a high concentration of dark nebulae. And I learned this from watching Mr. Kevin from the What's Up webcast presented by Skywatcher USA. So a shout out to Kevin for providing that information. So I'm hoping that with enough integration time, I should be able to pull out that dark nebulae in conjunction with the reflection nebula as well. But we'll see if I'm able to do that in my post-production. But apart from that, everything is going very nicely so far. I was able to capture 2 hours of data so far, and I'm working on hour number 3 currently. And the weather in the park has been a little bit chilly, but the atmosphere is low humidity, so there's zero moisture, which makes it a great evening to do some astrophotography. So, as per usual, I'll continue to monitor the imaging session, take as many exposures as I can, and we'll just see how the night progresses. "2025 is coming to a close, and as we approach the end of the year, I like to use this time as a moment of reflection to see how far I've come in my astrophotography journey. At the time I'm making this video, I've been doing astrophotography for the last 5 years now. And looking at initial images that I've taken and comparing them to reshoots that I've taken a few years later, it's really awesome to see the progress and changes I've been able to make thus far. I'm also eager and excited for myself and you for what we can accomplish in the future. Whether that may be imaging brand new subjects, learning some new editing techniques, or acquiring some new gear and hardware. The changes and possibilities are practically endless. However, with all of these changes, it can be a bit overwhelming, so I would encourage you to embrace the change, but do it at your own pace. Because as I've stated in previous videos, astrophotography is a hobby that can be enjoyed for your entire lifetime. So make the changes, but do so in increments and when you deem that it's necessary to. So, have there been any new changes that you've made along your astrophotography journey? Let me know about your experiences in the comment section down below. Hey everyone, so I was able to successfully complete my data capture for tonight. I was able to acquire 3.5 hours of data. And combining that together with what I did last week, it should give me a pretty decent image for my first attempt on this subject. And I was able to get a really large integration time due to a new product that I purchased. It was a new power station from a company called Gricel, and they offer various battery sizes. So I picked up the T1000 series, which gives me about 1000 plus watt hours of power. And I've been using it to power the mount, the dew heaters, and there's 2 AC ports. So one I use to power the cooling fan on my camera, and the second one is to power up the laptop if I need to do a recharge. So it's been working really well thus far, and I could technically go for another hour's worth of imaging, but my assignments at work take top priority, so I really need to go home and get some rest. But before I do that, I need to take care of my calibration frames, and then that will be a wrap for me. So, as always, thank you for watching Astropark. Please enjoy my image of the Iris Nebula at the end of this video. And until next time, take care, and I wish you all clear skies.